Hello, my name is Dwayne Denny from Surveillance Specialist Group, and in this video I want to show you how to back up an iPhone so that you can obtain files that you can later submit for forensic evaluation. Now, where this comes in handy is in many cases involving infidelity or corporate investigations where you may not always be able to take the device away from the person for an extended amount of time, and maybe you want to just get a hold of that device for a short period of time, go ahead and do the backup, and then return it to the custodian so that they can have their device and then you can do your investigation. Other times, you also may want to just check the computer. If it's an infidelity case and there's a home computer, you might want to just check the computer and see if there's already backups on it that might fit your investigation time period. So the first thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and make sure we have iTunes installed on our device. Now, if you're doing your investigation and you don't want to use a target person's computer, just get any computer and install iTunes on it and you're ready to go almost. Got to just show you a couple of little features that you have to set up. So the first thing you want to do is when you open up iTunes like I have here, in the top right hand corner, it's going to show library. What we want to do is we want to get out of the iTunes store mode and we want to go into library mode. So we're going to go ahead and click that. And now we're in library mode. And the reason why that's important, I will show you in just a bit. But the first thing we want to do is go up to iTunes and click on Preferences. Now, if it's not already open, you want to make sure that you're on the Devices tab. If there are previous backups and you're using the target person's computer, it's going to show all the backups that were done on that computer. Now, if there are backups there that fit your investigative criteria and you want to go ahead and grab those, I would suggest that you grab those backups at this time because some computers only save 3 backups. So if you do a new backup, you're going to overwrite over an old backup. Now that we have this window open, the most important thing you want to do, especially if you're using your own computer, is check the box that says prevent iPods, iPhones, and iPads from syncing automatically. We don't want to sync our subject's device to our computer, nor do we want to do a sync on someone's devices if we're trying to do this for investigative purposes. So once that's done, we want to go ahead and click OK. And if you're an investigator, because sometimes we have investigators watch these videos, you definitely want to make sure that's checked off on yours so that you're always in that mode and you never make a mistake. Now, next thing you want to do is make sure that you have the passcode, the 4-digit code that unlocks the screen. If you have that code, just go ahead and turn on your device and put in your 4-digit code to unlock it. I'm assuming you have the correct sync cable. Go ahead and plug in the sync cable. Now, if you plug in the sync cable, you're unlocked. Now, in some cases with some of the new iOS software, it has a question on both the device and the computer. It says, hey, somebody just plugged in this device. Do you trust it? And make sure you hit trust on both the computer and the phone so they are allowed to talk to each other. And then we're ready to move on. Next, up in the top right-hand corner, and again, I know I said I was going to show you how to do this on an iPhone, but the process is the same for the iPad. So we're going to use the iPad for this demonstration because we just happen to have one that doesn't have a lot on it, and it's going to go really fast. Now, once you click on the device, and I did that really quick, and we're going to close it. So up here at the top right-hand corner, click on your whatever device that you just plugged in, and it's going to show you the name of the person's device and what operating system it has, and most importantly, it's going to show you the capacity. Now, what the capacity is, if you have different models of iPhones, you have the 16 gig, the 32 gig, the 64 gig. If you are trying to make a copy of this and maybe you want to mail it to Surveillance Specialist Group, maybe you want to back it up and have one of our investigators meet you and hand it off to them. Okay, underneath this window, it's very, very important. If you look here, it's going to say capacity. Now, capacity is very important because they make different models of iPhones. You have the 16 gig, the 32 gig, and the 64 gig. If you're intending to make a copy of this and you want to send it to Surveillance Specialist Group via mail, FedEx, UPS, whatever you want to use, and ship it to us so we can do our forensic evaluation on it and then send you back results, we often say that you should get a USB drive that's double the capacity of what you are trying to do your investigation on, especially if you want to try to get a lot of backups that might already be on the target person's computer. So if they have 4, 5, 6 backups, the bigger your drive is, the more backups you're going to be able to put on there. Now, the next thing is the most important part of this whole window, right smack in the middle, we have where it says backup now. Go ahead and click backup now, and it's going to go ahead and top of the screen will show you that it's going to go ahead and back up the device. Now, this device that I just did was completely wiped before I started this video because I wanted it to go really fast and just kind of show you the process, but not have you actually sit here and watch how long it takes. So now once it's done, now you need to know, how do I get the backup from the computer to my portable drive? Now, in some cases, we have clients who are in a hurry and they don't want to have to ship the information. And what those clients do is they connect to our Bumgar support server, and we send them a link. They let us take over their computer for a short amount of time. And what we do is we are able to go in and directly download the backup file that we need from their computer to our forensic computer, and then we can process that information. Once we're done, we generate a report, and then we copy that same report back to our client's computer, and all they have to do is just go click on the report. It's HTML format, and now they can look at everything that was on that iOS device. So if that's the case, don't do anything else. Contact your rep, and then we can go ahead and get that process started for you. If not, and you want to either mail this to us or hand it off to one of our investigators, what you want to do is go back to iTunes, Preferences, and I'm assuming you're on a Mac, and it should work the same as PC. I don't have a PC here in the office to test it, but I believe I've tested it in the past and it works the same. Now, we just did this backup today at 3:47, and that's the one we're looking for. Now, if you're on a Mac, all you have to do is right-click on it and hit Show in Finder. And it's going to take you to the location where all the backups are held. Now, if you for some reason don't have that happen and you're trying to right click on it, it doesn't work, there's an alternative method, and it's very lengthy, but I'm going to show you anyway. So what you can do is go ahead and open up Finder, go to Go, and we want to go to right here where it says Home, and then hit the Options key. All right, so if you look at that, the library pops out there. So we're going to hit down Option, Library, and that opens up. Now, underneath Library, you're going to have Application Support. So we're going to go ahead and open up Application Support. Oh, I double-clicked. It went too far. And then underneath that, you're going to have Mobile Sync. So Go, Library, Application Support, Mobile Sync. All right, and then underneath Mobile Sync, you'll have Backup. Now, if you have a big enough hard drive and you want to get all the backups that are already there, you just copy this entire folder. However, if you want to just get that one file, now we just go here. Now, here we can't see the dates and times, and that's not very productive. So we're going to go ahead and make this screen a little bit bigger, and we're going to click on this box right here, and now it's going to show me all the files and the dates and times. And if they're out of sync or something like that, or if they're sorted a different way, they're sorted by name, if you just click on here where it says date modified, it will put the most recent one either at the top or the bottom, depending on how it does it. But in this case, it put it up at the top, and now you're done. All you have to do is right click on this, hit copy, find your portable drive. I don't have a portable drive plugged in at this time, and then just hit paste, and you are all set. All right, so that's how you do it. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please go ahead and hit the like button. I really appreciate it if you could subscribe to us on Twitter, which is SSG LLC.org. Now, on Facebook, Surveillance Specialist Group. If you want to go to our website and visit our blog, just go to www.ssgllc.org and click on the blog tab. So again, in the future, we're going to have more video content like this, but we're not going to necessarily post it on YouTube. It's only going to be available on our blog. So you definitely want to go to our blog. You want to like us on Facebook, because anything that we post to our blog will automatically show up on Facebook.